I've had a service call, right? I try to have a flat rate for service calls. So that way they come out, diagnose the problem, if I can just fix it, fine. Flat rate, right? But if it ends up being additional work, well then you need to charge for that, which is fine. So you troubleshoot something and it's like some faulty stuff that you have to replace. So that's all extra. It's X amount of money to come out and troubleshoot that thing and fix it. But like if it involves additional work, that's all extra, right? So I get on a service call and the circuit's out, right? And it's acting just like a ground fault tripped, right? So I'm spending all my time hunting down a ground fault. I'm chasing the wire down the basement, disappears, right? Okay, fine. I'm going outside. I'm in all the kitchens. Your ground faults are going to be in certain places, right? They're going to be in places where they're required. So outside circuits, bathroom circuits, kitchen circuits, any place where there might be water that's going to be a ground fault, basements, right? I'm everywhere. I start pulling boxes apart, trying to trace them out, and I'm finding like dead circuits, and it's like, oh wow, so it's actually an inside circuit too, right? So it's affecting circuits that aren't necessarily ground fault circuits that need to be on a ground fault. So now I'm like, there's a bugger somewhere. There's a ground fault plug somewhere, right? 4 hours, right? It's a big house. End up in like this great room, and it has a wall, and the wall's all mirrors. It's great. You push on the wall, right? It moves, right? Open up all the mirrors, right? And you know what's behind all the mirrors? A wet bar. And you know what's on the wet bar? The tripped ground fault. Behind a wall of windows. And the house was new to the owners, so they were like, "Oh my God, we got a sink and a bar, and a ground fault behind those mirrors." But that's that. So I didn't have to fix anything. All I do was hit a button. That's it. Hit a button, right? So like I said, I have a flat rate for my service calls, and I only charge extra if like we're fixing something, like actually pulling a breaker out or changing a plug or repairing wires or something like that. Like a lot of times somebody might have some work done and a screw is driven into a wire, right? But no, it's just pushing a button. So it's just flat rate. I think I was there 5 hours, 4 or 5 hours. It was awesome.